Hey there, fancy friends, it's Oliver, and this video is about the Parata di Picchio in Italian smallsword. In the last video, we did the prima risoluzione of exercise 13 and introduced you to the tocco. The tocco would be called a sforzo. It's a sliding action on the blade to clear the line of attack, and I will link it to you if you haven't seen it right above. So today we will show you the Parata di Picchio, literally the parry of the woodpecker, which is a parry variation of the tocco. We start with the prima risoluzione from last video. So I give the threatening and he does his tocco. And then he would just hit me. But as usual, the master don't let hit himself, and then I parry. But instead of just parrying here in one position, I take the opportunity. Just again, I give the threatening. I take the opportunity because you see this hand is in the tocco position here as I would do a tocco. So I'm here, and if he does the thrust, I go to the side, meet the blade again, and did my tocco in a parry, which is a Parata di Picchio. And then his blade is thrown to the outside, and let's call it a oh damn it parry. So if I would just threatening here, he would just raise his blade because it's going from here to there, and he just want to parry the blade. So, and this is a little bit of the point I want to have from him. So I want to have more from him than just a reflex. I want to have a little bit of smart working here. So that's because I'm a mean master. I give the threatening 1, 2, and I threaten to the lower line. So he has to think about it, parry it, and come into a blade, into a glide. And if he would do just react, just show it in the camera, once again, 1, 2, 3, you see the blades are more or less parallel. So I would come in low and he would parry it right above. So yeah, if you want to try that in sparring, it's the night, but don't tell someone before. So this is the bonus of this game, yeah, because the Parata di Picchio is not the play of the student. The student has to deal with the riposte from the Parata di Picchio. And this is his task to work on. So, other side, same thing. I threaten here, he does his tocco. I come to the Parata di Picchio and I threaten low, he parries low, comes to a glide. Okay, just one more time. He comes with a thrust. And I don't want to do for the Parata di Picchio something like just coming from here and hitting the blade. I want to have it like in the tocco. You remember the tocco is this. So I want to, where my blade is flying here, I want to just meet the blade the little bit I need to, and then flip it to the side to do the Parata di Picchio right. the problem we have today is that the Parata di Picchio is here a master thing. It's in the contraria. And today we have not that much master, so the students take the part of the master, and yeah, they didn't have the time to train it well, because the student would lunge against the master and they could have trouble in time to parry it right before they get hit. So it could be good to isolate that. Therefore, we could set a scenario like he goes on guard and I am standing here as a master. So he does the first thing, he gives the pressure to the side. So I would have done the cavazione with the threatening. And he would do the Parata di Picchio and probably do a lunge, because it's nice to have a finish on the exercise. So you see, if we do that again, he gives a pressure to the side, I go to the inside, he does it, and he does the thrust. You may have noticed this is not that different now. Yeah? He has time because I just give the threatening. So, once again. So, the student would lunge here, so you have to do it fast. Right? Boom. Yeah? But now the master just goes around and he has the time of the world to do this right. But if he has the time, it's like he would do the tocco. Yeah? So this could be a good exercise for the very first beginning, but then the student has to realize it's a tocco in motion, and probably then you could right jump into the exercise. I like the Parata di Picchio very much because it has a big benefit, but it's just a little bit slower and it ends in my already known parry position. Yeah, that's all for today. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.